Alright, so if you have one of these, this is one of those little robo vacuums for above ground or in ground pools. Now we let this sit over the winter time and the batteries stop charging. And I'm going to show you how I fixed it. So first, you're going to flip it over, and there's 2 screws down here and 2 screws up here that hold this unit to the rest of it. Just set those aside, and see this part comes right off. Now these little turbine thingies right here, it's just a little nut that holds these on. And I'm just going to use pliers to take these off because they're pretty easy to get out. Now see all these Phillips head screws? You're going to remove all of these. Now I fixed this one yesterday and I ran a test on it and then I charged it all night. So I have a different battery in here now, but I'm just doing this to show you guys how I fixed mine. Because the battery that comes in this is going to be different. It's like a little black battery pack, and it's all shrink wrapped and everything. And see, this just comes right off like this. Now be careful, don't pull it off too fast. And see, this right here, you have your on-off switch right here. You have your charger cable. Then you have your battery cable. Now you're going to unplug your battery cable right here from the board. And see, this is the battery that I put in it. Now I'm going to take this and I'm just going to set that aside. Now, like I said, the factory one, it's all shrink wrapped and everything, and it's built a different way. I found this one on Amazon. I got a 2-pack of them. This is actually what it looks like. It has a little plug like that. Now, all I did was I found this, this one down here. This is the negative, this is the positive. And I just hooked them up negative, positive. And today I'm going to shrink wrap and I'm going to do all that stuff and do it so it's a little more proper. And this right here, this is just battery shrink wrap. I'm just going to put that on here just to make sure that everything, all the batteries, actually what I'm going to do before I put that on, I'm going to wrap the battery. There. That'll just make sure they stay in there nice and stable. Then I'll take this shrink wrap and I'll slide this right in the shrink wrap. And it shrinks up pretty quick, so you gotta be fast with it. There. Now we got that all shrink wrapped. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take and I'm going to wrap the ends of this in tape. And then I have this stuff, it's liquid tape. It's just to seal up any other seams or anything that might be exposed. There, now I got everything sealed up pretty well. I put the liquid tape over any other exposed holes or anything. And I did have a little bit of exposure right here, but I wrapped that up anyways. But what you're gonna do, you're gonna open this back up. Now, you do have like one of these silica gel packs just in case any moisture does get in here. And we're just going to keep that in there. But I'm going to take the battery, set it right down in here. Now, it's not going to fit perfect like the other one because it's not made like the other one. But take your plug it back up on the circuit board here. Now when you put it back together, just watch, and you're going to want to fit all your wiring down in and set the motors so it fits like that. Now there's an O-ring under here, so you don't have to worry, it will reseal. And I just stagger them to make sure the plastic doesn't warp. And then I just go through with a regular screwdriver and check and make sure everything's good and tight. Alright. Now, when you put your propellers back on, you're going to want to watch the flat spot right there on the shaft that comes out. And you're going to set them on there, just like that. This one's the same way. Now these are locking nuts, so I just make sure they're on here good and snug. There, now it's back together, and we'll check it. Now only one's going to spin. There you go. That one will spin, and that's what kind of gets everything going, like going forward and backward with the motion on the actual vacuum. Shut it back off here. But drop that back in. And I had this sitting charging all night, so I made sure it was good and charged. And easy way to tell, here, hang on just a second. Now, before you take all this apart, one thing you can do is your battery is directly hooked to this right here. This is your charger port. Now you can check it on here. You just gotta swap them, make sure you got negative and positive correct. Now this is reading 12 volts. So I know this is fully charged. Now, the battery, when it goes bad, if it's anything below like 8 volts or something like that, because the factory battery, it's only, I think the lowest is like 10.7, and if it goes any lower than that, then, if it goes any lower than 10.7, then the battery is bad. And see this one right here, this is, this battery pack is 11.72, which is in the range is still fine. But let's get this back together and we'll go throw it in the pool and check it out. But here we go, turn it on. And there it goes. Back to doing its job. There we go. Sometimes it gets stuck on the side. Now, I'm by no means an expert on how to fix things. I just kind of try to fix things rather than buy new stuff. And when I couldn't find a video and I couldn't find any information on how to fix a dead battery on one of these, and I couldn't find replacement batteries, I figured I'd try to figure it out myself. And that's why I took it back apart, so I could show you guys how I fixed it. But 10 bucks, a couple of tools. I mean, if you're mechanically inclined, you probably have this stuff laying around anyways. I hope this helps somebody. Good luck fixing stuff. Thanks for watching.